Nintendo has officially announced that its esteemed development team, Nintendo EPD Tokyo, known for creating the critically acclaimed Super Mario Odyssey, is working on a new title, Donkey Kong Bananza. This upcoming 3D platformer is set to launch on July 17th for Nintendo's next-generation console, the Switch 2. The decision to assign this team to Donkey Kong Bananza underscores Nintendo's commitment to revitalizing the Donkey Kong franchise with a fresh and innovative experience, similar to the transformative impact Odyssey had on the Mario series. Early previews of Donkey Kong Bananza have been overwhelmingly positive, suggesting that the game could become a flagship title for the Switch 2 and set new standards for 3D platformers. This marks the first 3D Donkey Kong game since Donkey Kong 64, and it promises to blend the unique elements of Donkey Kong with the 3D platforming expertise that defined Odyssey, offering fans a fresh yet familiar adventure. Nintendo's strategy of nurturing talent within its ranks, as demonstrated by the assignment of the Super Mario Odyssey team to this project, highlights its focus on maintaining quality and consistency across its first-party titles. This approach has allowed Nintendo to remain competitive, even amid industry challenges. As fans eagerly await the release of Donkey Kong Bananza, questions about the future of the Mario franchise and the potential for a new 3D Mario game on the Switch 2 continue to linger.
NetEase Games has released the trailer for Marvel Rivals Season 3, The Abyss Awakens, which will launch on July 11th. This season introduces new playable characters, including the long-anticipated Blade, known as the Daywalker, and Jean Grey, also known as the Phoenix, who wields the Phoenix Force. These characters join the roster alongside the Symbiote King, Knull, who serves as the main antagonist. The introduction of Blade and Jean Grey has been eagerly awaited by fans, with Blade's inclusion hinted at since the vampire-themed first season. The new season also features a variety of symbiote-themed skins, generating excitement among players. Noteworthy additions include skins for characters like Gila and Wolverine, as well as a unique symbiote skin for Jeff the Landshark. In response to community feedback, NetEase is shortening the duration of each season from 3 months to 2, allowing for more frequent content updates to maintain player engagement and address concerns raised on social media. This change aims to keep the game dynamic and engaging, with additional skin reveals expected during Marvel's Swimsuit Special event on July 9th. NetEase has demonstrated a commitment to improving gameplay experiences by responding to player feedback, exemplified by a recent rework of the Strategist class, following a player strike. As anticipation builds for the new season, fans look forward to the fresh content and thematic elements that promise to enhance the Marvel Rivals experience.
Recent data highlights a significant decline in video game spending among young Americans aged 18 to 24, with a notable 25% drop in expenditure on gaming products during a 4-week period in April, compared to the previous year. This trend, reported by market research firm Circana and covered by the Wall Street Journal, suggests that economic challenges like a tighter labor market and the resumption of student loan payments are influencing this demographic's purchasing habits. While spending on accessories, technology, and furniture has also decreased, the sharpest decline is seen in the gaming sector. In contrast, spending among older age groups has remained relatively stable. This shift in spending could have broader implications for the gaming industry, which is already facing challenges such as layoffs and slowed revenue growth. Despite achieving high profits, the trend may particularly impact traditional game developers, as free-to-play games like Roblox continue to thrive. If these spending cuts persist, they might reshape the gaming landscape, potentially leading to a greater focus on free-to-play models and other cost-effective gaming options to attract budget-conscious young consumers. This situation underscores the need for the industry to adapt to changing economic conditions and consumer behaviors.
Nintendo has announced a price increase for several of its products in Canada, coinciding with the country's national holiday, Canada Day. The affected items include the Nintendo Switch OLED model, Nintendo Switch Lite, physical and digital games, and various accessories. Additionally, prices for Nintendo Switch online memberships will also rise, with increases of up to 20% on some plans. These changes are attributed to market conditions. though Nintendo has assured customers that the new Nintendo Switch 2 console and its associated products will not be subject to these hikes. This move has sparked discussions among Canadian gamers, especially as they compare the situation to the ongoing tariff concerns faced by their American counterparts. The timing of the announcement might dampen the celebratory mood for Canadian Nintendo fans, but the company is keen on maintaining competitive pricing for its upcoming titles and hardware. With anticipated releases like Pokémon Legends ZA and Donkey Kong Bananza, Nintendo is aware of the critical importance of pricing, especially after backlash over previous game pricing, such as Mario Kart World. As the company navigates these changes, it remains to be seen how Canadian gamers will respond to the new pricing structure and whether it will affect Nintendo's market position in Canada.
In a recent announcement, Treyarch has teased Call of Duty Black Ops 7, drawing a nostalgic comparison to the beloved Black Ops 2 from 2012. During the grand finals of the 2025 Call of Duty League Championship, Lawrence Metten, Treyarch's associate design director, hinted that fans of Black Ops 2, particularly those who enjoyed its competitive scene, will find much to appreciate in the upcoming installment. This tease has sparked excitement, especially among competitive players, as Black Ops 2 is celebrated for its iconic maps like Yemen, Raid, Standoff, and Slums, which could potentially make a return in Black Ops 7. This strategy follows a recent trend seen in 2023's Modern Warfare 3, which launched with a remastered map pool, suggesting a similar approach might be taken with Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 is set to launch later this year on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and PC, although a specific release date has yet to be confirmed. The game promises to bring a fresh experience with a significant time jump in its storyline, offering developers creative freedom in map and weapon design. This anticipated release is part of Activision's ongoing strategy to maintain the Call of Duty franchise's momentum, following the success of back-to-back titles. With a full reveal expected later this summer, players and industry watchers alike are eagerly awaiting more details on what Black Ops 7 will bring to the table.
Sega's president and COO, Shuji Utsumi, has expressed his ambition to revitalize the company, aiming for this to be his greatest achievement. Utsumi, who played a significant role in the development of Sony's first PlayStation and Sega's Dreamcast, is now focused on expanding Sega's global reach. Historically, Sega's Japanese studios have concentrated on domestic markets, but Utsumi is shifting this perspective to embrace international audiences. Despite concerns about the competitive console market, with PC and mobile gaming on the rise, Utsumi remains optimistic about the potential of traditional consoles, highlighting the diverse ways players enjoy games across platforms. Sega has been experiencing a resurgence, notably with its successful launch of 3 titles on the Nintendo Switch 2 and the ongoing popularity of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie franchise. Additionally, Sega plans to revive classic titles like Crazy Taxi and Golden Axe, appealing to fans of retro gaming. Utsumi views the industry's challenges as opportunities, noting the overall growth in the gaming sector. His optimistic outlook suggests that while the console market faces stiff competition, there is still room for expansion and innovation, potentially leading Sega to new heights in the global gaming landscape.
Wrestling fans have reason to celebrate as WWE 2K25 is set to make its debut on the Nintendo Switch 2 on July 23rd, marking the return of the series to a Nintendo platform after a significant hiatus. The last mainline WWE game to feature on a Nintendo console was WWE 2K18, with only the arcade-style WWE 2K Battlegrounds offering a wrestling fix for Switch owners. The upcoming release coincides with the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2, a more powerful iteration of the console, which promises enhanced graphics and performance capabilities. This move by 2K Games is part of a broader trend, as other major publishers like EA are also bringing their flagship titles, such as Madden NFL 26, to the upgraded platform. In addition to the base game, WWE 2K25 will launch with the Fearless Pack DLC, introducing new characters like New Jack, Jordynne Grace, and a special appearance by the celebrity KSI. This DLC, along with previously released content like the new Wave Pack and Duncan Destruction Pack, will be available for purchase individually or as part of the premium Deadman and Bloodline editions. While this announcement has been well received, Some players are still frustrated by the delay in the release of a previously promised celebrity guest for the new Wave Pack, an issue that has been a point of contention since May. The release of WWE 2K25 on the Switch 2 is anticipated to leverage the console's enhanced capabilities, potentially setting a new standard for wrestling games on Nintendo platforms.
Blizzard Entertainment has sparked excitement within the gaming community following a cryptic tweet celebrating the 25th anniversary of Diablo 2, a beloved action role-playing game, ARPG originally released in 2000. The tweet, which hints at upcoming chaos yet to be unleashed, has led fans to speculate about potential new content for Diablo 2. Resurrected, the remastered version released in 2021. While Blizzard has not confirmed any specific updates, the anniversary message has fueled discussions about possible additions such as a new difficulty level, an expansion, or even a new class. This speculation is driven by the game's enduring popularity and the dedicated player base eager for fresh content. The potential for new Diablo 2 content is not without precedent, as Blizzard has previously expanded its classic games. Notably, World of Warcraft Classic, a re-release of the 2006 version of the MMORPG, has received new content since its launch in 2019. This history of revitalizing older titles suggests that Blizzard could indeed have significant plans for Diablo 2. Resurrected. Meanwhile, the broader Diablo franchise continues to evolve, with Diablo 4's new season introducing spellcrafting and permanent changes to Nightmare Dungeons, and Diablo Immortal unveiling a new take on the Druid class. As fans eagerly await further announcements, the anniversary tweet has undoubtedly reignited interest in the storied franchise.
In recent industry discussions, renowned game developer Hideo Kojima expressed reservations about the effectiveness of remote working in game development. Kojima, known for his work on the Death Stranding series, likened remote work to a fast food chain, suggesting it might limit the holistic engagement necessary for creative projects. He highlighted the challenges of remote communication, particularly in fostering teamwork and conveying intricate performance details to actors, which he found nearly impossible over virtual platforms like Zoom. Despite these challenges, Kojima acknowledged the difficulty in mandating a return to office environments, noting that persuasion rather than force is the only viable approach for bringing teams back together. Kojima's comments come amid broader industry shifts regarding remote work policies post-pandemic. While some companies, like EA and Rockstar Games, are encouraging or requiring employees to return to the office, this has led to dissatisfaction among staff accustomed to remote flexibility. Kojima Productions itself saw only its core team return to office work for the development of Death Stranding 2. On the Beach, now available on PlayStation 5. The game, which reflects Kojima's evolved perspective on connection post-pandemic, continues to explore themes of isolation and connectivity, resonating with players who experience similar challenges during global lockdowns. As Kojima and his team embark on new projects, including ventures into space-themed games, the balance between remote and in-office work remains a pivotal consideration for the creative process.
The launch of the Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine Master Crafted Edition on PC has been marred by significant technical issues, prompting publisher Sega to offer refunds. This remaster of the popular 2011 game was highly anticipated by fans, but the release has been plagued with bugs, unattractive user interface changes, and persistent matchmaking problems. Player feedback on platforms like Steam has been largely negative, with many users expressing disappointment over the game's performance and usability. Sega has responded by reducing the price for those who own the Anniversary Edition and is providing refunds for PC purchasers until July 10th. The company has also released Patch 3, aiming to address some of the technical problems, including graphical glitches and input issues. The issues are not confined to PC players, as Xbox Series XS users playing through Game Pass Ultimate have reported a bug that is erasing their save files. This has led to widespread frustration, with players seeking solutions on forums like Reddit, though refunds are not yet available for this platform. Despite these challenges, the Warhammer franchise continues to thrive, with Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 performing well on current generation consoles and PC, leading to plans for a third installment. For those looking for alternative Warhammer experiences, Warhammer 40,000 Gladius Relics of War is currently on sale, offering a different flavor of the Warhammer universe.